Hey all, welcome to Parker's Reefs. On today's episode, we're going to check out Blake's beautiful Cade 900. Alright, thank you for joining me on yet another episode of Parker's Reefs, and as touched on in the intro, we are back doing tank tours, my favourite part of this channel, and today we are going to see Blake and his incredible Cade S2 900. Now this is the guy that did have the 45cm cube that we saw about a year ago with no sump whatsoever, had all of the filtration in the display, and somehow still made this 45cm tank look ridiculously good. So I'm really excited to go see Blake and see what he can do with a system that has a sump and a Cade at that, a beautiful tank with a bit more real estate to work in. This is a 3-foot tank going from about a 2-foot up to the 3-foot, so he's got an extra 50% of real estate, and I am expecting to see some beautiful fish and coral. So I guess without any further ado, let's go see Blake and check out this incredible Cade S2 900. All right, Blake, we're back, and you've got a tank that's a little bit bigger than last time.
Just a little bit.
What?
A little bit.
What's been going on? What's happening here in this system here? What is it for starters?
Yeah, cool. Well, it's a Cade S2 900.
Yes.
So yeah, it's like 3-foot by 2x2, I think,
Nice,
roughly.
Nice.
It's around 380 litres.
Good size. And just to remind me, that system we saw last time that you were just about to shut down, in fact you were moving things into this tank. Yes. That was just about a 2-foot cube?
Yeah, it was a 45cm cube, so not quite 2 foot. Yeah, that was my Nothing Special Nano. The
Nothing Special Nano with air quotes there. But what was fair to say about that system, that was a 45cm cube with no sump. So like, of that 45cm cubed, all of that space needed to be used for heaters, for skimmers and stuff, as well as your display. It wasn't like you had 45cm by 45cm display and then room for everything else.
Yes.
This would feel like a huge extra amount of real estate to work with.
Yes, it is. It's also a lot more work. No, it's fine. But yeah, it's a big difference. I love the fact that I can hide stuff now. Where I didn't have that luxury before.
Yep. No, I can imagine. Big upgrade with the sump system, and it gives you so much more real estate. So I think that was about a year ago we talked to you with that system.
Yep.
So I'm assuming this has been running for just under a year then?
Yes, pretty much. So I'm pretty sure when we were doing the last video, this was full of water. Okay. If I remember correctly.
Yep.
And the rock was in there.
All right. Yep. So you had sort of started the pre-cycle settling establishment phase.
Yeah. So it was pretty much setting up, and then I was about to close down the Nano, and we're like, oh, we'll do a video first. Yes. So, but yeah. So I would say about a year it's been going for.
You've been busy because it doesn't look like there's a lot of spare real estate in there in that year. I know you moved across an existing tank, so it obviously got a pretty good head start, but I guess the perks of working at a fish shop means you happen to come across nice bits every now and then.
Yeah, just small perks. Small perks.
Nice. Well, what can you tell us about this system? So it's a Cade S2 900. Maybe we'll go through some of the infrastructure because there'll be a few points of difference there from the previous system.
Yep.
And then we can jump into livestock and fish and coral and all your sort of maintenance and parameters and methodologies and that you go about, and what the future for the tank is, maybe to wrap things up. So
sounds good.
Starting with that, up with Spider-Man and Deadpool up there, what sort of lights are you running on this system?
So I have the two XR30s, I believe they're the Pros?
Yep.
I think. I actually got them from you, I believe.
Yeah, these are the Pros because they don't have the blue on there. And I got to say, I mean, I was just off camera a second ago giving you a little bit of a ribbing saying this is a pretty white spectrum, but there was absolutely no disrespect intended there, because this is the kind of spectrum I run, which is around about a 20,000 Kelvin, which by today's standards is considered pretty white. But if you've been reefing as long as some of us old timers out there have been, this used to be disco blue. So
yeah, right. Okay.
to me, this looks perfect. But some people out there just flood their tanks with blues. But you've got more than the radians on there as well, I see.
Yes, I've also got the AI blade, the Grow.
Nice.
I was going to get a glow, but we'll get into that later.
You've got these special angled brackets here ready to go for it.
Yes.
But, not quite happening just yet.
Yeah, not quite happening just yet, but it was set up for the intent to have a glow as well.
Yep. I can't imagine you're shy of par anyway. It looks pretty well lit.
Yeah, no, I don't believe I am. I haven't done a par test.
Yep.
However, I have turned all the lights down because I was getting bleaching up the top.
Right.
So yeah, they've started to come back a bit better now. But
the system's looking fantastic. And you've also got your auto feeder mounted up on the light frame as well. A nice little trick I've seen done on a couple tanks now.
Yep. It's purely that was there because I recently went away.
Yep.
I went to Brisbane and I just wanted to make sure they were getting fed. So I borrowed that from Dave and
made sure these fish were getting fed. Nicely done. And
make sure everything's went good while I wasn't here.
I'll be sure to put some B-roll up of the activities you're up to whilst away. Well, at least the main purpose of why you're away. I don't have any extracurricular footage.
Only the stuff that I put out there.
But yeah, for those interested, Blake is definitely in the musician world and does some pretty cool stuff there. So that's got all the infrastructure above the tank. I also love you've got the green wall behind there, a nice nifty little way just to sort of blend the nature from the tank into sort of the surroundings of the house. And then you guys have got sort of plants and stuff all through here as well. So it's a really nice way to tie it all in. Then we move on to probably flow from there is the next thing I'll probably see down in the tank. I noticed a big orbit on the back there.
Yeah, so I've got the Orbit 2, I think it was. I got that when they first came out.
Yep.
I just wanted to test it.
Yep.
And yeah, unfortunately, I've actually decided that I don't like it, personally.
Fair enough. You're entitled to an opinion, that's fine. So is this the Orbit 2 on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty big for the 2.
Yeah, no,
I thought the 2 was much smaller.
No, it's the small one.
Yeah, right.
And then I've got 2 Nero 5s.
Yep. Thoughts on the 5s?
I love them.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'm a fan of the Nero, but I haven't tried the Orbit myself. What about the Orbit do you not like? Is it the cleaning?
It's the cleaning.
Yeah.
It's actually off right now. I did clean them last night, of course.
I was going to say, there's a pearl of blue in there right now.
But before cleaning it, it hasn't been on for the last couple of months.
Yeah, right.
Just it's a nightmare to clean. And I'm not a fan of the flow pattern that comes with them.
Guys are an interesting thing, are they? I mean, we talk about cleaning it. It's not specifically at the AI there. It's all
gyros.
all gyro pumps are they just fall off an absolute cliff in flow as soon as they get like a skerrick dirty.
Yeah.
So if you're the sort of reefer that's fastidious and cleans all of your equipment non-stop, you're probably going to love Guys. If you're a little bit more like me that thinks about cleaning your wave makers when like they are absolutely covered in coralline, you're probably not going to enjoy the Guys so much.
Or if someone's come to do a video, you clean them. But before then, I don't think they've ever been cleaned since going in the tank.
Yep, very cool. No, that's fair. And the 2 5s, a decent amount of flow in the 3 foot tank anyway?
Yes, for the 3 foot, it's fine. I wouldn't need any more yet.
No.
But yeah, the Orbit, it was purely, I just wanted to trial it. Especially because I work at the shop and a lot of people come in asking about it. So I was like, I might as well get one and try it. But yeah, it's a great pump if you like gyros. I don't.
No, fair enough. Good to know. And then equipment-wise, it doesn't stop there with this system because we've moved on from I'll try and get my fingers on screen, the nothing special 45 centimetre cube. You've now got a sump.
I do.
You've got equipment you can put in there.
I do.
You don't have to run hang-on skimmers and the like anymore.
Yes, no, I do have a sump.
Look at it all happening down here. A sump that you've utilised every square centimetre of by the looks. Rock on. Yes. All right. So what do we got going in here? I can see, obviously, you got the factory Cade plumbing coming down there. You've fitted in a looks like a Reef factory roller.
Yes, the small.
Yep. Nice.
Which I actually need to change the roll on, but that's all right.
It's working away.
But yeah, so everything's pretty much stock. I haven't destroyed any baffles or anything.
Very nice.
I've pretty much just moved the filter roller forward to where the socks normally sit. So the socks are still there, they're just not being used.
Yeah, nice. Benefits of going the small, you can fit that in without having to butcher the sump.
Yeah, exactly. And then so from there I've got the max spec jump skimmer.
Yep. This is one of those ones that has the dual intakes. Is that right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
And then I've also got just a no name reactor.
Yep.
Just running some AL99 and carbon in there.
Nice.
I've got the Reef Factory 4-head doser.
Yep.
And then I've also got the ultraviolet.
You got the UV in there too. Very nice. Yeah, keeping things all ticking along. Man, you've definitely taken advantage of that extra space over the all-in-one cube.
Yes. Yeah.
Gets all sorts of things happening there. That's a good size skimmer for a tank this size, I imagine.
Yeah, it's great. Obviously it's clean because you were coming, so I cleaned it. But no, it's been working really well. It is controllable.
Yep.
Not that I ever control it. It's on 100%.
No, it's one of those
just
things.
Doing its thing.
I did notice beautiful setup with the Cade there, with the power center and the space for boards, control boards on the side there. I did notice you have the skimmer on a little a skimmer stand there, just getting it up into the right sort of water height, and then you can pretty much just run it flat out and let it eat.
Pretty much. But yeah, it's good. I have to empty it once a week, so I probably don't have to, but that's me being paranoid. I don't want to come home to it overflowing.
Exactly. Exactly. And you've got a decent amount of ceramic media in there too, I see.
Yes. So the GAE media balls. There's also media bricks at the back, if you can even see them.
Yeah, okay. Up behind the roller there, and just see them in through that gap there. Yep. Very, very nice. And then return is via Ecotech Vectra?
Yeah, Vectra, the S2.
S2? Yeah, beautiful, providing plenty of flow.
Yeah, and that's not even on full bore either. That's like, what was it on? I think it's on 56% or something. Like it's
precise.
Yeah, it's not very.
It's not breaking the sweat. That's for sure. No. Nice. Now on the 4-channel doser, what sort of program are you running on there?
Yep. So I pretty much just do what we do at work. So we mix up our own. We do Aquaforest.
Yep.
So that's all it is. It's just the Aquaforest. I've got alkalinity, calcium, magnesium.
Yep.
And then I've also got CVE.
Yeah,
just
nice.
Doser as well.
Coral Essentials CVE plus their
Yep.
dose-ready version rather than the dropper bottles. Although I did notice some dropper bottles.
Yeah, I have
too.
dropper bottles as well.
Just in case you want to tweak things a little bit.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it's nothing special. It's
surely you've lost that that insignia now. Surely.
Yeah.
That's a tidy setup. Very, very nice indeed. Well, anything else in the infrastructure of the system we should know about before we talk about all of the juicy livestock that's going on in there?
The only thing I will say is so the Cades come with a built-in ATO reservoir.
Yep.
I'm not using it.
Yeah,
so,
I reckon about 50% of people don't.
Yeah. So I do have just a Auto Aqua. It's just a tub.
Yeah, nice.
Auto Aqua for my top-ups.
Yep.
And then I've got like power bricks and stuff in here.
Yeah, okay. Clever way to store all those without taking up your space underneath the tank.
Yeah.
A little bit risky if you do splash water over in there.
I've been lucky. So far, I've been lucky. But yes, it is a bit risky, but so far it's been fine.
Working all right. I guess on one hand it keeps them up off the ground, which would also be considered risky, but it does put them in a nice little bucket right close to the water source.
That's what you want. No.
It's just water.
And then I've also got a CO2 scrubber.
Yep. So you got the line coming out into a CO2 scrubber over there.
Yep.
Now, on your last system, your CO2 scrubbing media lasted a ridiculously long time.
Yes, it did.
Is this still lasting a long time?
No, not at all.
Yeah. Particularly with that skimmer running at 100%.
Yeah, no. So that I change about every week and a half.
Yeah, that sounds more like it. Yep.
Yeah, the Nano, it was like months. It was ridiculous.
Just goes to show the difference in the amount of air being drawn through the system.
Yes, 100%.
I mean, to be fair, the skimmer on the Nano was small. It was a tiny little.
It was small, and it was mainly it helped get rid of. Being it was a Nano, and there was so much in there, I did happen to get like the oil slick sometimes, and it mainly helped get rid of that.
No, fair.
It would like how the water came back out. It was like the perfect height.
Yep.
So that's kind of like what it was
Did
running
as much
for.
surface skimming / disruption as much as
Yeah.
aerating as protein removal. But
Yeah.
either way, that system works. And I'd have to say this system in what has been a year, I know you did move some things across, and you did the right way too, in that you had this system up and running for a while, move things across rather than just switching it all over in a day, which is sometimes the position we find ourselves in. But you were fortunate enough to do this I'll say the proper way. I'm sure someone will tell me there's a better way of doing it, but still in a year, you've managed to fill this up pretty drastically.
Yeah. I still see rock. We were talking about it before.
There's rock, but I mean, there's not a lot of rock in there. There's a lot of coral I see. Should we start? Yeah, well, let's start with the coral, and then we'll come on to the fish, because there's a couple of interesting fish in there too we've got to talk about. But we should cover this coral first, because there's a lot in there to cover.
Sure.
Where do you want to start?
Yep. Wherever. Bottom up, I
All right,
guess.
sounds good.
So I don't know if you remember, in the Nano I had a lot of acans.
Yes.
I loved acans.
Yes.
That's the one downside about this tank. I don't know if someone's eating them or what's happening, but all my acans, so I had...
All your acans are struggled city, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not doing good. Only acans.
This one here's got
N-torch.
ridiculous colour, but it's not happy.
Yeah.
It's funny how I always tell people every tank's different, and sometimes one tank can, even like with the same house, same water, same conditions, everything. In one tank you can grow something like Zoas with your eyes closed. In the other tank they just melt. You've experienced that firsthand here with acans.
Yeah, pretty much. Like in the Nano, they were like cushions. They were massive,
weren't they? They were ridiculous. Yeah.
And I was like so happy because I love acans.
Yes.
And yeah, when I did the tank transfer, and ever since they've just been dying one by one. And I've done ICPs and everything's in range. Everything's like so. I'm assuming something's eating them, but I haven't caught.
Haven't actually seen it. Yeah. Normally fish aren't that clever. Yeah. Normally if they're eating them, they kind of don't give two craps about who's watching.
Yeah.
They'll just eat it right in front of you.
Yeah.
But yeah, if the conditions are good, then we'd definitely lean towards that. It doesn't look like any sort of pest or anything on them. So and you would expect to see it on other corals as well. I don't think there's many acan-specific pests other than fish. Yeah,
damn fish. No. But yeah, so I've got a lot of the stuff is from the Nano. It's just grown. So the gonnies are still from the Nano. They used to be in the back corner on little tiles.
They got slightly more real estate.
They've just got
primo real estate now. You got some. These are some fancy gonies in here, I'm guessing too. Like based on some of the colours there. Get some named variants, or are these just ones?
Honestly, no. They're. I don't really do the name thing.
No, fair call.
They're just ones that have caught my eye, or ones that I've fragged.
Yeah, nice.
So like a colony will come in at work, and then I frag it up and sell the frags, and then I'll buy a frag myself.
Beautiful, beautiful. One criticism I have of high-end gonies is so many of them are red.
Yes.
But you've managed to still get contrast between everyone there. I mean, you've obviously got that nice green and purple glittery piece back there. You've also got this other sort of almost yellow and purple variant there.
Yep.
You've placed them so you get some good contrast between each of the pieces, which is nice. Otherwise, they just kind of all end up looking the same. To me, I'm no gony, exquisite eye for these sort of things, but sometimes when I go to shops and I see all their high-end gonies, and I'm like, yeah, they kind of all look pretty similar.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel that. My favourite though, honestly, is the purple. It's it's probably the dullest one out of all of them, but it's something about it. I love it.
It's almost pulsing like xenia too.
Yeah.
Even with the flow off, it's just dancing with the return pump on. It's very, very nice. Very good. Where should you go from there? I noticed you got a Gorgonian up on the point there.
Yes, since working with Dave.
Yes.
I've fallen in love with Gorgonians again. I'm not sure how it happened, but we get them a lot at work.
Yes.
And he always shows me, he's like, look at this one, look at this one. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That's coming home.
I was going to say, don't pretend like you're not excited.
Yeah. I got to bottle their excitement. It's like, because otherwise I'll go to a customer and be like, oh, have you seen it? And then they buy it. And I'm like, because I have to wait 4 weeks. Yes. So that's the rule.
We do take great enjoyment out of selling the bits that you're excited about.
Yes, yeah. I'm trying to learn to hide my excitement, to not tell customers, oh, look at this.
So you've got a couple in there now, yeah?
Yeah,
I
so
can
there's
see
one
3,
there, and there's
couple over there.
2 this side.
Yeah. Those ones have got some nice extensions on them. Doing well. And what is it about the Gorgonian that you've recently become fascinated in?
I honestly don't know. I think it's the growth pattern. I really like this.
Yep.
This one. This is the newest one.
Yes.
And it has like bright blue polyps when they're out.
Yeah, you can just see the blue tinge on it there when they come out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the growth pattern and the fact that it's kind of the best of both worlds. They kind of grow a little bit like SPS with all the branching.
Yep.
But they flow. They move a lot.
Yeah,
like especially if you have the flow on,
yeah.
and the polyps come out, they move a lot.
They're dancing a lot. What about care requirements for them? They're going to require lots of phyto? Or?
Yeah, not really.
Not really.
Not really. Like,
it's not like you're waking up at 2 a.m. to come out and feed.
No,
these things
not at all. I give in. I do like half a bottle once a week of phyto. Like over the course of the night, like a couple of nips here and there when I'm doing my drops, and it's other than that, it's fine.
That's what you need. Yeah, nice. Well, they're working well. They look a treat.
Yeah. And then the other one that I'm excited to see grow in is I got that one from Jono, the Phoenix Monty. It's like goldy
gold with the sort of bluey green polyps.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm hoping it will encrust over that. But
it definitely looks like it is. Look at it go. It's branching out in all directions. Looks great. I mean, except for into the candy cane, which can understand. But I tell you what, he's got some bright polyps headed towards the candy cane.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, your candy cane has got some real striping on it. I don't get that striping.
Really?
I would like that striping.
Oh, okay.
I guess it's always the grass is greener on the other side, or the candy cane's greener on the other side. But mine's a solid yellowy green, which is nice. Don't get me wrong, but I see like you've got these real sort of ribs stripes on it there.
Yeah, it's got the definition in it.
Yeah. Looks great.
That's actually so. If people go to Deer Park Aquarium, the original store, the little nano at the front.
Yes.
Dave had a colony of that.
Yep.
And then when we moved to the new store, we fragged it up, and then I fragged it up, and then I fragged it up. So this is like 6th generation now, but it's from that tank.
Nice.
And I think it originally came from you, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, look, well, to be fair, the bit I originally got, Dave got for me.
Okay,
So it probably... Yeah, whether it came from me or whether it came from Dave to me, back to Dave, I don't know. But yeah, it's probably the same strain that has been collected at some stage. And I've got to say, that was one of the few corals that I did allow to come across from my previous tank to my new tank. But I had probably 150 head of it, which sounds like a lot. But I mean, you've probably got 70 head there anyways.
There's quite a few there.
So I mean, a tank twice the size colony is not that extravagant. But I cut it right down and only brought, I think, 1 or 2 polyps to the new tank, and I sold the others off. And that was a coral that was really popular when I shut that tank down. And now so many people in Melbourne have got
everywhere.
it. But it's great. It's a beautiful coral.
Yeah, no, I love it. And I finally got to get the other one.
And it's looking
purple and
fantastic
green.
too. Really nice. Big polyps on it. Nice and happy and healthy, and good contrast on the colour too. The green in the eyes is as green as it gets. It's really good. Looking a treat.
Yeah, it's quite nice. And then mistakenly, I put a Duncan frag on top.
I was going to ask about the Duncan. I'm like, it doesn't look like it's bothering the candy cane too much, but
it was
be close.
It was only 2 heads when it went in there, and I was like, I don't know where to put it. I'll just sit it here for now. And then I forgot about it.
That old trick.
And now it's fused to it's there.
It's there, yep.
I can't bring myself to pull it out yet. So.
No, it'll grow in naturally, so that's all good. Yeah, nice. And then you got a Wilsoni down on the base there?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so WA Wilsoni, and then I've got, some torch. The torch are looking a bit funny. As I mentioned, I did have some bleaching.
Yeah, okay.
The torches used to be up high.
Yep. So they're just getting some respite down on the sand.
Turned the lights down and I moved them lower, and they're coming out again now, so hopefully the colour starts to bounce back.
Sure they will. You've managed to keep a gold torch alive, which is nice. So many of us cannot do that. And you got a very cute little deshi here.
Yep, nice little deshi,
and then nano-sized desh.
The button scollies from the nano as well.
Yeah, they're still looking fantastic too. That one at the back there's got that little yellow bubble on it.
Yep.
Looks a treat. And then if you ever needed an indication that your par was high enough, you've got a colony of SPS growing on the sand.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with it. It used to be up the top, and
Okay.
something kept knocking it off, and not just like the glue wasn't setting, like something was snapping it off.
Yeah, right.
And so there's a
You
couple
don't have
of
fish that big
no,
in there.
I know, but something every time I'd come in, it would be like down the back of the rock work,
right,
and I was like, oh, okay. So I just sat it there, and it's been doing
Loves it.
fine.
Look at the polyps there.
Yeah.
Great colour. Bird of paradise, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah, nice. Look at nice yellow base, bright blue polyps. Looks fantastic.
minus a little bit of a sting mark because the torch got a bit, hammer got a bit too close.
Got a little bit involved
Yeah.
with it. That's all right. Then you come across into that hammer garden. Looks a treat.
Yep.
Some nice pieces in there. In fact, what do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6, maybe more.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually 6. So again, they're all from the Nano.
Yep.
They were all single heads.
Yep.
In the Nano, they're not
Yeah, right.
anymore.
No.
That reverse
Yes.
is the only single head still. The rest, these two are about to split.
Yep,
That
yep.
one has like 4.
Yep.
And yeah, that has like 6.
Which is pretty amazing because I tell people when they ask about SPS and LPS, I always say, look, LPS, you sort of put it in and it's done. Like, yes, it grows, but it doesn't grow that fast. Well, unless it's in your tank.
Apparently.
Yeah. That's a pretty quick growth to, particularly that one that's gone from 1 head to 4.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's getting a bit big, but it's all right.
No, it looks great. It's great. I think you just squeezed a little clam in there. That did come out of the Nano as well.
That did,
didn't it?
yes.
Yeah.
It was like that in the Nano.
And it was pretty big in there.
Yeah, and it looked stupid in the Nano, honestly. But yeah, it's the same clam, and it is now like 3 times the size.
I was going to say triple, yeah. It's got
Like,
to be at least 3 times the size. Yeah, when you see that angle shows it much better, yeah.
It's pretty big.
Nice tiger stripe. Maxima?
Not sure,
Have a
honestly.
look at the flutes. I think they look like Maxima. And
I should know.
judging by
I
the
work at a
size that it's
store.
growing.
But,
It's not croqueta because it's not a smooth mantle, but
I think it is a Maxima.
Maxima would be a solid chance, I'd say.
But yeah, it's just taken off, which is cool because I've never had a clam before, and putting it in the Nano was my first time trying to keep one alive, and I think I did well considering it's now 3 times the size.
Well, yeah. If you want a better sign of success, it's kept its colour, its pattern. It looks healthy, and it's 3 times the size.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about it is it moves.
Oh, okay. It's walking about.
It moves. It
right.
so. It normally lives in that perfect hole.
Okay,
and
it
it keeps
sort of on that 45.
and it keeps coming out to the front, and then if I leave it, eventually it wants to be here where this hammer is.
That's the spot. I mean, it's seen the growth rate of the hammers, and it's like, get me in there.
Yeah. So every week or so, I just give it a nudge back to make sure it doesn't go anywhere else.
Hasn't put its foot through the sand or anything yet. It's just sitting on the sand.
No, it's just sitting on the sand.
Yeah, okay. I suppose it obviously has to let go if it's moving.
Yeah.
So, I haven't had clams for many years, but when I did, I found, they anchored themselves into a spot, and they didn't move. But and then mine didn't grow that quickly either.
Well, that's it. It's just got to move around.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then it looks like a part of the clam, but it's not. You've got a, I think they call that a lettuce coral or something like that.
Yeah, lettuce coral. Well, I call them potato chip corals.
Potato chip, yeah.
But yeah, that's there next to the other gorg.
Yep.
Then around here we've got.
Oh, look at these recordias.
Yeah, my recordia garden.
Why are you hiding these around the back?
I'm not
here?
hiding. It's my view from my lounge chair.
That's all right then. Look at that. Yeah, we've both got one of these big gold suckers, and I reckon yours is probably bigger than mine. It's massive.
It's not the size, Sam.
That's not what everyone says, but the orange looks a treat, gives great contrast. You got this nice rhodactis in there too, just to keep the recordias honest.
Yep.
You got your green, and then this beautiful, like peachy coloured one there.
Yeah.
Really nice. Got the yellow spots in there. And you go up into a little basket of fluffy morph.
Yes. Yeah, the fluffy morph gives me trouble. He doesn't.
He doesn't want to attach.
Doesn't want to attach anywhere. And so, every now and then I put him back in the basket, but then there's normally a lid, but he pushes the lid off. like the lid's behind, and he keeps pushing it off, and then eventually he's floating around the tank, and
It's like Oscar the Grouch.
yeah,
It's pushing the lid off that trash can.
yeah,
Unbelievable. And then, I was going to say we go up into SBS, but before we do, there's still some pieces down here. You got some nice grafted sunfire cap there.
Yes.
Good polyps on it. Just a splash of red in there trying to grow its way out.
yeah. I wish it would hurry up. There's so much green like in that section, and I'm
if
like,
it
come
got
on.
some nice red,
Yeah.
it contrasts that beautifully, definitely. And then, speaking of green, have a look at that Space Invader Pectinia.
Yeah.
Whew.
Again, that was just a like a thumb worth. It was a frag.
I remember you were panicking when you got that because
Yeah.
you were like, "Mine's not fluffy like
Yeah.
the display tank at work."
Yeah,
Look
it
at
wasn't.
now.
It was so. It was like it was like anorexic. It was like skin and bone, man.
Yeah,
like
I remember you showing me a picture, and it really was. The flesh was really like stretched
Yeah.
over the skeleton, and I mean,
and
it was probably bright, but didn't look right. Well, it definitely looks right now.
yeah. So I was worried about it, but it came good, and then it started
came
having
good.
a growth spurt. So that's good.
That it did, and then we come up into. I was going to say probably my favourite piece in the tank, but if not my favourite piece in the tank, my favourite piece, full stop. That is this big Samacora here, and man, you've got that fluffy and bright. Looks an absolute treat. I do love that you've given that primo location, front and centre on a point. It is a lighthouse Samacora, so it needs to be up on a point so it can show everyone.
That's it. That's it.
All of the
Tanks
light.
this way. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, no, it's honestly probably one of my favourites in the tank, and that came from the Nano as well. The Nano, it was like a tiny little fragment.
Yeah, you've got it growing.
And yeah, I knew that it was so small, I didn't want anything to hurt it. Like, I
Yes.
was like, no. So I gave it its own point, and it's been doing good.
It looks fantastic there. Like, I mean, I know I said about Oscar the Grouch before, but like, that guy is almost Big Bird. He's so fluffy. He's got the full Sesame Street vibe here, but it looks incredible. And now that I've gotten over that, well, attempting to get over that, we can talk about some of the SPS in there because you've got some nice SPS in there as well, and they seem to be doing pretty well.
Yeah, I'm actually stoked. This is like minus the, I think when we filmed the Nano, I was like just trialing some SPS up the top.
Yep.
Before that, I've tried once before and it all died.
Okay.
So this is the tank where I've had success with it so far. So knock on wood.
No, it looks to be going well.
But yeah, everything's encrusting. But yeah, it's looking good. Again, there's nothing real fancy in here. Most of them are just wild pieces from work. And they're normally, honestly, they're the leftovers after 4 weeks.
Wild SPS, that's where it's at.
Yeah, because normally, they sit in the shop. The first 2 days, most of it's gone.
Yep.
Then there's a couple pieces that sit around for weeks and weeks, and then the colour goes downhill.
Yep.
Because it's just sitting there.
Yep.
But then it bounces back, and people never buy it. And it's like, you should, because they colour up.
Exactly, and you've got some great kaleidoscope of colour in there. So you've got the yellow of this, I'm going to call it a Pikachu, whether it's officially Pikachu or not. It was a wild collected piece, but it's very Pikachu-esque. It's yellow with red polyps, so yeah, call it what you will. You've got this nice sort of red, this piece next to it here, next to the Pikachu, the red on the point there.
Yep.
That's bizarre. It's kind of like it's like the red version of the Pikachu.
Yeah.
It's sort of a smooth skin. Can't say I've seen that before. And then just to round out the little trio there, you got the green smooth skin up behind it. I'm not sure if smooth skin is the right terminology, but it's that bulbous sort of SPS.
Yes.
Someone out there will know the Latin name of the species. That is beyond my skill set. But they look a treat. Got a nice yellow highlighter piece on the side there. That's good location for that. That should just table out that way nicely and probably start to interfere with your Gorgonian in a few more months' time.
That's all right. I can move the Gorg. That's
You
fine.
can move it, you can cut bits, you can do whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
Got some Millie up on the back there reaching for the light.
Yep.
Looking good. And then I got to say the Dallas back there. I did say when I set up my current tank that I wouldn't put Dallas in it because I didn't want to replicate my last tank. But I tell you what, every time I see it, I'm like, oh.
And I love the
Is there a
fact
prettier SPS out there?
you can still, like, it was a frag, so you can see the original point.
Yep.
and then where it's encrusted over the base tile, and then
it's
all the
got a
other stems
bridge.
are coming
Yeah.
off the sides of the frag plug.
Just what an SBS, hey?
Yeah,
Like,
it's really cool. I love the growth on it.
it grows so fast. Like I used to say in my old tank, you could, if you sat at the tank long enough, you'd see it grow. When you're talking a colony that size, it would grow that quickly. Yours is already growing that quickly, which is not fair, but that's all right. It's pretty hardy. It is so bright. It grows fast. Just what more could you want?
No, exactly.
Stunning piece. And
I feel like I might regret putting it in the center. But we'll cross that bridge if we come to it.
Well, it's already crossed the bridge.
Yeah.
It's made the bridge and crossed it. I reckon the only thing I would say as a criticism to Dallas is it can make other green pieces in the tank not look so green.
Yeah.
Because it is just so damn bright.
It's
but
like
man,
toxic. It burns your retinas.
It's crazy. It looks just as nice under whites as it does under blues.
Yeah.
It just ticks all the boxes. Then you got a piece of here that is a named piece. I can recognise that. That's a piece of rainbow up in the tip there.
Yep.
Got some interesting little growth going on there. Looks like that might have been fragged or something at some stage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one you gifted me.
Yeah, nice.
For the Nano, like to trial.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like it's got just that one awkward little branch going up there, and then like 12 little branches all around it. But it just put all its energy in that one branch for a little while there. But it's got all the full fade of colours. You can see the yellow, green, and red in there, looking good.
Yeah.
Nice strawberry shortcake. Good to see that with colour in it too. Did that hold colour from when you put it in, or did it brown out?
No, it browned out.
Yeah, cool.
It's only just coming back now.
Yep.
So hopefully it will get a bit brighter. I feel like it's a little bit,
Ooh.
yeah. No, compared
just
to
managed to get SPS to stay alive.
Yeah,
and now, your strawberry shortcake is glowing, and you want more colour out of it. Okay.
I want more.
No. Well, if it's coloured up from browning out, I always find you get disappointed at first because they brown out, but then it takes a long time after browning out shortcake for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But it's one of the few that I think at least comes back even brighter than when it was wild collected, which
Good.
doesn't normally translate with wild SPS. They come in like radioactive, and if you keep 80% of that colour, you're pretty happy. Strawberry shortcake's one that I find probably goes to 120%. So I'd say it's on the way. I like this purple. I think this was... Did you have that purple and green in the back corner there? Was that in the Nano, or is that a new piece?
This one?
Yeah, on the back left there, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it was in the Nano.
Yeah, nice. It's transitioned very nicely, looking a treat. Nice. And then I've just noticed hiding around the corner, you got some more Monty down there.
Yes, and I was smart this time. It is on its own rock, although a leather started growing on it, but I can move the rock.
Okay.
So,
Yep. So you can position it where you need.
yeah, the rock's not glued to the rest of the structure. So,
nice and bright too. Bright green.
Yeah.
Is that you've got a purple patch in there? Is that something that's happened, or?
yeah, no, it just started happening. It's just,
Happy days.
yeah. No, I don't have an explanation for it. It's just...
No explanation needed. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
Looks a treat. Are there any corals? I mean, I'm not going to for a second think we've covered every coral in there, because you've got quite a lot in there for a 3-foot tank.
Yeah.
But is there any that we've missed that we absolutely should talk about?
Not that we should talk about. The only thing that I'm annoyed that isn't open, I have a long polyp toadstool.
Oh, yep.
And
it's closed for the video.
It's closed for the video.
Yeah, they don't look so spectacular when the polyps are
Yeah,
closed.
no, that looks...
It just looks like a little helicopter landing pad.
Yeah. Normally it's super long, and I'm really annoyed. I woke up today and it just wasn't opening, and I'm like, come on. I'm like, you got to do it for the video, but no. I even tried to give it like some food encouragement, and no.
No, it's one of those days for the leather, but
yeah,
I can imagine that it's got a pretty nice little bit of patch there, a nice bit of clear space around it back there, and if those polyps are long, it's just going to flow back there nicely.
Yeah, it's really nice, and the clowns normally love to hang with it, so
yeah, right.
That's why they're at the front now.
That's how long the polyps are. The clowns trying to host in there, love it. Brilliant.
But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. Like, there's some other toadstools around.
Yep.
That one, I would move it, but it's attached so I can't until...
Oh, that little guy there.
No, so there's, if you look past the rocks, there's a massive toadstool.
Yeah, right. It's hard to see in there, isn't it? But it's...
But it's, yeah, it's attached to the rocks, so I can't get it. It's there.
All right, that's where it lives.
Yep. That's pretty much it.
Full on. Well, you had no shortage of coral in that 45 centimetre cube before, but somehow you've managed to get it just about as full in a 3-foot system as that 2-foot system was in a pretty short time frame, and still have all these pieces looking fantastic. So whatever you're doing, you've unlocked the secret.
I need more.
Working well. Now, what about fish? You've got some, with the extra space in this tank, you've been afforded the luxury of some different fish in here.
Yeah. Honestly, there's not much different. So
Yep.
all the fish from the Nano are in here, except my clowns.
Yes, that's right. They didn't like the transition, did they?
So yeah, no, they didn't handle the move.
Yep.
Unfortunately, but so I've got a new pair of clowns.
Yes.
Which
What
is
type of clowns are these?
They're the Barrier Reef clowns.
Yep.
They're really cool. They're a bit more aggressive, but I just like the pattern on them.
Yeah. Something definitely a little bit different.
Yeah, something different to what I had because I had the Onyx last time.
Yep.
So I'll give these guys a go, and they've been good.
Yeah, nice.
And yeah, so the Sunset Anthea, the fathead Anthea.
Yep.
He's still here. He was from the Nano.
Yep.
I got my Mandarin.
I did see the Mandarin before he was over this way. I mean, he would have moved by now, but when I was looking at the Monty, he was over here hanging around. Actually, he just went, I get the camera to pan up. He's just in that gap in there, yeah. I'll try to get some better footage of him in a minute.
Yeah, and then there's a red dragonet.
Yes.
Good luck. There's a, what do we call him? Pink streaked wrasse.
Okay.
Little dude.
Yep.
Again, good luck. He comes out when it's food time.
I saw a wrasse before that I thought was a 6-line.
No.
So he must be the pink streak.
Yeah.
Yep. I was going to say, there's no way knowing you've got a pink streak and a 6-line in here. That would
no
be
6-line. Nope.
the absolute battle royale.
Yeah. But yeah, the beauty of having a bit bigger of a tank is it means I could get my some of my favourite fish.
Yep.
Because then, I just wasn't going to do it. But I got a Tamini tank.
Yes. Yeah, and he looks fantastic in there. Nice little juvie Tamini.
Yeah. Which is one of my all-time favourite tanks.
Yeah, stunning.
And then I've also got the Yellow Mimic tank, which is another of my all-time favourite tanks. So I'm happy that I could get both of those at a small size. They've grown a bit now, but
they're still tiny.
They're still tiny compared to what they're going to be. But yeah, I just didn't feel right. Even with how small I can get them, I didn't feel right putting them in a Nano. So
no, of course. Just noticed your pink streak hanging around the back here, and he absolutely is different. Once you pointed out that he's pink streak, he is definitely different from the 6-line. Yeah. And tell me, I believe, well, as Dave tells me, I've got no experience with them, but they're a less aggro 6-line.
Essentially, yeah. So they're very cryptic, but they won't hurt anything.
Nice.
And they're also good. They'll go around and eat any stray like red buds and stuff like that.
They just keep an eye on all that.
Yeah.
There's the scooter. He's come out to play. He's up on the rockwork up there. Very nice.
Yep. And then the coral goby.
I did see him. He's still a monster. There he is.
Yep.
Yeah,
he's still the same one from the Nano.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Actually, he's about the size of your scooter plane.
Yeah, I know.
he's a big chunky lad.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm happy that apparently, I heard mixed things. Apparently, they don't do great when you move them.
Okay.
And sometimes at the shop when we get an order of them, from the delivery and stuff, it's very stressful.
Yep.
So sometimes they don't do great. So I was a bit stressed moving him, but he's been fine and he's settled in great.
Looks like he's in about as good a paddock as I am, so he's doing just fine. The Flame Hawk, that was in the Nano, yeah?
Yes.
Yep. So he's come across. And then these Blue Eye.
Yes, the Blue Eye Cardinals.
Blue Eye Cardinals. They're new editions, yeah?
Yeah, they're all new. So we had them at work, and I think I was talking to you about it on a Saturday, and I wanted a schooling fish. I didn't want chromis or anything.
Yes.
And we're like, oh, we should get these because they're stunning, and they are stunning.
Yeah.
I just wish I could get more. I want more, and we haven't had them in the shop since I got these.
What good's a schooling fish?
I know.
You can't get a schooling.
I know.
Have two.
So, yeah, I want more.
You're right. They're a beautiful fish.
But they are stunning, especially with the light when it hits them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blue patterns.
Oh, you got three. My apologies.
Yeah, there's three. Although I feel like two of them are paired up.
Yep.
Because two of them don't like the other one.
Three never works.
Yeah, so they're normally on opposite sides of the tank.
Yep, always the third wheel.
Yeah.
But you're right, for a schooling fish, it's near on perfect for a 3-foot tank because they're not as manic as like an Anthea or a Chromis.
Yeah.
They're so much more chill. They're almost like a Bangai in that they just kind of hover there, but they really give. They've got colour, but they're just a singular sort of colour, and just the blue in there lets all the colours of the other fish pop, and they look a treat.
But it's just when they if you're sitting down watching the tank, when they swim, like just how the light hits them, it's just something different.
It is. It's something that you can't really capture on picture or video. You just have to see it in person to really appreciate it.
And to get a school of them, I would love it.
Yeah, well, you're going to get them at all different angles.
Yeah.
And when they assume that each one of them is going to light up at different times, it'll look a treat.
Yeah.
Yeah, these two are twitching and doing stuff. They're definitely pairing up. Look at them coming out on the show for the camera. Stunning, stunning fish. Now, any fish we've missed there? I think we've probably got them all there.
I think that's about it. So we had the wrasse, the two tangs, the clowns, two dragonettes.
Yep.
Yeah. No, that's pretty much it. I don't have a lot of fish. I didn't in the nano either. Yep. I mainly like the corals. That's what got me into it. Like, I love fish, don't get me wrong, but
the reef tank angle was the coral.
Yeah, it was the coral.
That's understandable. When it comes to maintenance and such on this system, you've got a pretty big coral load, not a huge number of fish. Don't get me wrong, it's not. I wouldn't say it's understocked for a 3-footer. Like, they might be small, but you've got two tangs in there. You've got a pair of decent sized clowns. You've got some schooling fish. Got some little guys in there. Where do your nutrients and things sit, and what sort of maintenance do you have to do on a tank like this?
Yeah, so my nutrients, nitrates are a little high. They're at like 30.
That's not too bad.
But then my phosphates are at like 0.6.
Yeah, right.
Which I try and keep under wrap with the AL99.
Yep.
If I don't change that around the week and a half, 2 week mark, it jumps.
Yeah, okay. So it's working hard to hold it at 0.6.
Yeah, so it's holding it there. So yeah, that's nutrients isn't ideally where I want it, but that's
it's
right.
working well.
It's working.
Colour in everything. Mixed reefs are the most difficult thing out there, and you've gone a level further with gorgonians and things in there, and they're doing well.
Yeah, I'm happy with it, but it's just it's sometimes nerve-wracking. Like, I don't know, like when I go away, as I've been going away a lot recently, I come back and then I'll do a water test, and my heart's always like, it's like, what did I forget to do before I leave, and like stuff like that. But no, it's been good.
Someone who tests water almost for a living.
Yeah.
You still get nervous over your own results.
Yeah, I still get nervous of my own results too. Because funny. Like, and I don't know if people watching are in the industry, like as a job as well, they might understand, but you do this every day.
Yes.
And then I also do tank maintenance as well.
Yes.
So your tank at home kind of gets put on the back burner a little bit.
Yep. It's no different to mechanics on their cars and things. Yeah, people work on them all day, every day.
Yeah, it's not due to the lack of love or anything. It's literally just because you get home and it's like, okay, I'm going to bed. Yes. I don't want to do anything. But yeah, so it has been put on the back burner a bit, as well as because I'm going away a lot more now. A lot of stuff, has been left to do its own thing.
The tank honestly looks a treat. I'm actually surprised, like you said, that your torches got bleached. I would have thought with the nutrients in there, they would have given it a pretty good level of protection.
Yeah.
But you're right, you put them down lower and they're responding, so kind of had to be light, which you've never measured the power in the system. And I suspect it's probably pretty high.
Yeah. So when I first put them on, I didn't even, because we tested the power in the nano. We had it at 100% and the power was
That's right, because you had the XR15.
Yeah, I had the
on that.
XR15. And it was at 100%, and I was like, this isn't, like, I want more. I need more.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so I didn't test them, and I just put them on, and I went 100%.
Nice.
Everything. Send
Yep.
it. Yeah, so some stuff didn't like that, especially coming from the Nano into this. It was like, what are you doing to me?
Yeah. I suspect you got a little more power than the one XR15 was putting out.
Yes.
But it's working well, and I'm sure anyone out there could get that kind of growth on their Lighthouse Samacora. They'll be asking for your light schedule really quick. So you talked about your nutrients up at to be fair, many would consider it a reasonably high level.
Yep.
And that you've been, just using a lot of your spare time doing things outside of reef keeping, which is completely fair and understandable. Maintenance-wise, are you a water change guy? You're not a water change guy? If you are, how much? How often?
So I wanted to try and do this tank with no water changes.
Yep.
That was one of the goals of doing it, because the Nano, like I had to, otherwise it would go downhill really quickly.
Yes.
And it wasn't a big job to do a water change on
No,
it.
that's the beauties of a small tank. You get a jug.
I just wanted to try. I wanted to be like, oh, maybe I don't need to. But because it's getting so high, I'm doing 25 litres now a week.
Hence the jugs. Yep.
So yeah, it's not a massive water change considering the volume, but I'm just doing 25 litres a week.
Just to help it along.
Just to help it a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, before that's only started the last, I think, 2 months.
Okay.
So before that, there was none. There was no water changes.
Oh, nice to see. What about future plans? Obviously, last time we did a video, it was when you were just about to shut down the Nano to move to this tank.
Yep.
Now we're here doing a video on this tank. What's the future plans for this system?
Yep. It's shutting down.
I swear it's not my fault. Anyone out there wondering if I could come to a video on your tank, I promise I won't make you shut it down.
Yeah. Sam offered to buy it all, so he's taken. No. Look, I love it.
Yeah.
But because of how my life is right now,
Yes.
it's getting a bit hard to, because at the end of the day, they are animals, and
Yes.
I care for my animals, and I don't want stuff to die. It's just finding the balance, juggling, and because, like most Australians, I'm a renter. This house is actually for sale now, thanks to the owners.
Happy times.
Yeah, so I have to move again.
Yep.
And I was speaking to Dave, and because I work at the shop, we need a display.
Yep. We need to be able to showcase different styles of both freshwater and marine tanks to customers. So when people come in and say, I want a fish tank, and we can say, which one of these 8 tickle your fancy?
Yeah. So pretty much, I'm pretty sure in your last video, you've already seen my new tank. There was a tank at the store. There's a 4-foot water box.
Ooh, so it's increasing in size again.
So it's already started. It's already running. It's currently running. There's sand. There's media in there.
Nice. So this is history repeating.
It's just repeating.
The new system is already running. It's cycling. It's getting itself all established. You're going to transfer these items once that tank's ready over to that tank.
Yep.
It's going to be 1 foot bigger again.
Yep.
And then in a year, we'll come and do another video, and you'll get that 5 foot ready.
Yeah, that's it. And it's purely so, the people can enjoy the tank. I'm not home a lot anymore. And it's kind of sad to not have people look at it.
No, I appreciate that. We want to be able to share the animals and the ecosystem you've created with people, and also you just want to be able to spend some time with it yourself. And
exactly.
You're at work 8-10 hours a day, something like that. Makes sense for it to be there where people are coming in to see things like this.
Yes. So I spoke to Dave. We made a deal. It's going to the store as a display.
Yep.
However, it is not, I don't want people to think, it's, we can just throw anything in there. It's not how it works.
No.
Anything that goes on the system, I still have to pay for. It's still my tank.
Yep.
Anything I use, I still have to pay for. But it's just going to have a new home where when I'm here and I'm at work, I can look after it. When I'm away doing my other stuff, Dave or someone else can keep an eye on it.
Yep.
But yeah, that's the future of the tank, unfortunately.
I mean, you filled this pretty quickly, so an upgrade was inevitable. And if the place you're renting is up for sale, you may as well do that upgrade while you're moving house again.
That's it. But no, it'll be good. And then yeah, people can come in, they can see, and there's nothing to hide with it. Like honestly, I've got some bryopsis in here.
Yeah, we've all got pests in our tank.
Yeah,
and I think there's nothing to hide. That's something to show.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I want to be able to show customers that we all love the Instagram tanks and the YouTube tanks, but reality, like every tank has issues, and let's show people how to fix them. And
what a way when people come in and do get their water tested and they do get, nitrates or phosphates up, and you'd be like, it's not as high as mine, that one over there.
Yeah.
And people will be like, oh, I wish my tank looked half as good as that. Like, don't stress so much about your phosphates then.
Yeah.
They're obviously not the issue.
Just let it do its thing.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't, as I said, with the Nano, I don't chase numbers. Same with this, I don't chase numbers. It's not, I started doing the water changes because I just know from background and experience that if it keeps getting higher, there's going to be issues.
We'll hit a tipping point at some stage,
So I'm just trying to help it.
Yep.
But I'm not chasing anything. Like, and so KH is like 8.3. And there's no Guardian or anything on here. No. That's me just testing, and then I adjust the dose.
Yep.
Calcium's at calcium is a bit high. It's like 500.
That's good.
And mag is the 1400 mark.
Yep.
So it's all pretty normal parameters, I would say.
Yep.
Especially coming like from people coming into the store and we're doing tests and they're like, oh, why is this so high? Why is this so high? It's like, my tank's the same. Like it's fine. And it's stable, and that's the main thing.
That's the key.
None of the elements or anything fluctuate. Every time I test it, it's always the same.
Yeah, nice. Perfect. Well, I appreciate you taking the time before moving this tank, although based on your history, you'll move this over that system that's already set up and it's going to look incredible within a week anyway, but
don't jinx it.
I'm glad I got to see this system because, the last video we did was when this one had just been filled with water and you were about to move stuff across, so I said, hang on, you've got to come in and get a video of this tank. So, one, you can remember it, but two, we can share it with everyone on YouTube, and we're effectively doing the same thing here again today. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity to come and film this system and leverage a bit of your knowledge, but I'm also super excited to see the small upgrade and the transition to a system where it's going to be shared with people all day, every day, which would be super, super cool. Yeah. So thank you very much.
No, thank you for coming. No, thanks, Sam.
All right, guys, there you have it. That was the tour of Blake's beautiful Cade S2 900. I got to say, what a fantastic job he has done with that system. It will be a shame to see it shut down, but I've got to say, what a nice way to see that system live on in its new location at Deer Park Aquarium in an extra foot of space again. So it's gone from a 2 foot to a 3 foot, now up to a 4 foot water box. And that will be available for everyone to see those beautiful fish and corals in store at Deer Park Aquarium, and obviously give Blake a fair bit more time to maintain the system as well, because he will be there all day, every day, which makes it a lot easier. Now, I've got to say, I absolutely love doing tank tours, and they are ridiculously difficult to find volunteers to let me come over with my camera and film and interrogate you with all of these questions. So a massive shout out to Blake for making this possible for what is, to be fair, a second time I've put him on camera now, which is a heck of an effort, and both times his tanks have been ridiculously good. Now, I should say, if you live somewhere in Australia, but particularly if you're somewhere remotely near Victoria and you'd like to see your tank featured here on Parker's Reef, please do reach out. I'm constantly looking for new systems and even revisits of systems we've been to before to do a tank tour on, because all of you guys out there, including myself, absolutely love these videos. So please don't be shy. Doesn't matter whether you're starting your journey, whether your tank is 100 years old or somewhere in between. There is so much to be learnt from every single system out there, and I would love to come and see your tank, do a tank tour on it and share it with everyone right here on YouTube at Parker's Reefs. Now, I will begin to wrap things up there though. I will say, if you have any questions, comments, feedback, anything like that at all, pop it in the comment section down below. I do personally reply to each and every comment there, so it is by far the best way to get hold of me, and I'm completely open to feedback, whether it be positive or constructive. Always looking for find ways to make this channel better for you guys, the viewers out there. Now, one thing I do need to do before I wrap this video up is to give a huge shout out to these names on screen here. This ever increasing list of names are my channel members. Now, these guys chip in a couple of dollars each and every month to make videos like this one possible, and even videos like product reviews, to remain completely unbiased. Without their support, it is just not possible. So a massive, massive thank you to each and every one of these names on screen. I really do appreciate it. Now, I will wrap things up there, guys. If you do have any feedback at all, let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, like I said before, if you have a tank that I can come and do a tank tour on, please do let me know. I need to get more of these videos out there. We've got to share this beautiful hobby with everyone out there in the world. So please reach out and let's get your tank featured right here on Parker's Reef. Anyway, guys, I'll leave you with it. Till next time, stay safe, keep reefing. Cheers, bye.